At Goldcorp, our vision is together, creating sustainable value. So while every mine we operate creates thousands of local jobs, the future success of our business and every community we touch begins with something even more valuable. Education is the key that opens doors of opportunity, not only for the young men and women in our home communities, but by supporting the ongoing development of our own employees. Over 500 women have now graduated from an innovative new program designed specifically for the women of Goldcorp. It's called Creating Choices.
When I thought about doing something for the women at Goldcorp, I started thinking, well, I want these women to have choices. So then I thought the name have to be Creating Choices, because you have the choice. You are the owner of your own destiny. You are the one taking the step, and you are the one taking the stage. You are the one deciding what was going to be your future. I've seen many women, come in at the beginning, very shy, not so confident. They doubt what they're gonna get out of the program. And what is very rewarding is when you go back and visit these mines and see these individuals, how much they have grown. And I really, truly believe that these women have grown tremendously.
A bright future begins with a solid foundation grounded in good education. In Mexico, Goldcorp supports programs like the CONALEP Technical School, where students develop new lifelong skills and confidence. 2012 saw the first graduating class of 90 proud students.
And to our graduates, you've invested a lot in yourself in the last 3 years. You're completing a journey in your life, but I encourage you to remember that you always need to be learning, investing in your mind and your heart. You'll be great people.
By supporting educational initiatives like these, Goldcorp helps open up opportunities for young men and women for personal and professional growth, creating choices they've never had before.
Learning is something that we all should have a desire inside ourselves, because every day that passes by, we learn something new, and we are by that creating sustainable value in the communities where we operate.
Water is essential to life and to the mining process. That's why we put such a priority on minimizing our water footprint, reducing our consumption, and ensuring that any water we do use is returned safely and cleanly back to the environment.
Well, the measures towards water conservation are pretty much everywhere we do business. People may not realize it, but we actually reuse about 75% of every gallon of water that we put through our process systems. And Marlin actually has a recycling number of about 97% of the water usage there, and it's due to the fact that we have a fully filtered tailing system at Marlin.
Our emphasis on respecting these resources goes well beyond the boundaries of a mine site. It's why we support organizations dedicated to raising awareness of the importance of protecting our most precious natural resources. Organizations such as Pacific Salmon Foundation.
We are an industry that impacts the physical environment, and so conservation and the kinds of activities that a group like Pacific Salmon engages in is very important to us.
Well, the Salmon Foundation really wanted to partner with Goldcorp in this case because there is an opportunity to really provide water to stabilize a wetland, and really what we've been able to do is assist several species with one project.
I absolutely believe, through the work that Pacific Salmon Foundation is doing, that in 5 years, in 10 years, in 20 years, we'll see better returns of salmon through all of British Columbia and the west coast of North America. And, I'd like to be able to bring my grandchildren fishing and have them have the same kind of experience that I've had over the last many years.
From rivers to oceans, Goldcorp is fully committed to water conservation, a passion shared by hundreds of our employees.
The Great Canadian Shoreline Cleanup, I think, is a great initiative, and it's one of those things that by supporting it, we can give back to the community and help improve the place where we live and play. We had over 300 people participated in the cleanup day itself, and many of those were from Goldcorp, so we had a really good participation rate from our own staff.
Goldcorp's support of water conservation programs like these are all part of our integrated approach to corporate social responsibility.
The reason that we focus on giving back to the community is not something that we can measure in dollars and cents. We do it because we're a responsible member of not only this community, but a society as a whole, and we think it's the right thing to do.
Everything in our company is built around family. The women and men who work for us and the families they go home to every night. It's why we're so committed to creating a workplace and a culture that is safe enough for our families.
Safety at Goldcorp has improved by over 75%, the way it's measured in the industry over the last 5 years. That's phenomenal. Safe enough for our families, we all believe, has been the touchstone for that improvement.
At Goldcorp, our Safe Enough for Our Families vision has been a really key driver in the success we've had at improving our safety. And the reason for that is it's caused a really powerful alignment of every individual in the company.
Would you let your son or daughter work in the riskiest part of your mine if you are confident that your workplace is safe enough for your family? Then Goldcorp will be safe enough for our families.
And so, every year, we invite the entire community to our mines to meet our people, to see for themselves how important safety and family is to us.
Dando la seguridad en la escuela, en el hogar, el trabajo, primero seguridad.
As a result of our ongoing commitment to our people, communities, and the environment, for the 6th consecutive year, Goldcorp Mexico has been named a socially responsible company by the Mexican Center for Philanthropy and the Alliance for Corporate Responsibility.
After seeing what I just saw, the only word that comes to mind is wow. It's hard to express how excited I am about what I just saw here at Los Filos. Safety is a way of mind. It's a matter of having the right culture and the right commitment, and coming to visit during an event like this it just makes it all the more special.
Goldcorp, like most major gold producers, operates in an ethical and responsible manner. But in a world increasingly clouded by conflict, comes the need for a transparent, objective system of assuring people that the gold they buy is coming from a producer that mines in a way that respects basic human rights and ethical business practices. Goldcorp was honored to participate in the development and drafting of a new global assurance system, the Conflict-Free Gold Standard.
The conflict-free gold standard came about as a result of an increased interest in understanding the provenance of raw materials. It's an important initiative for the industry. It's an important initiative for consumers, for our shareholders, for our stakeholders, as well as communities and global communities to understand and have confidence that the mining companies that are actually operating in their areas are producing gold that's not fueling unlawful armed conflict or serious acts of human rights abuses. The standard was developed through a very extensive collaborative process with leading NGOs, governments, civil society, academics, and mining industry, including Goldcorp, as well as other supply chain participants such as refineries, in the development of this robust standard.
It's global in approach. Conformance with the standard is subject to rigorous independent scrutiny. And it's really an example of industry leadership in tackling concerns around the misuse of gold and that gold being used to fuel unlawful armed conflict.
Goldcorp's participation in the development of the conflict-free gold standard is an example of our leadership and commitment to raising the bar of excellence for the rest of the mining community. We're pushing the industry to do things better. Our goal is to actually create a long-term legacy of social benefit wherever we operate and everywhere we do business.
Long before we even begin operating a new project, we are already planning for the day we turn the site back to the community. It's this philosophy that helped transform a former mine site into a thriving ecotourism resort, and that created new ski runs in the middle of the South Dakota Badlands.
This is a unique partnership. We have a gold mine next to a ski hill. You don't put those two together usually.
Well, Terry Peak history started back at about 1932. We have 1,100 vertical feet here. We run up to 3,000 to 4,000 skiers on our busiest days.
This partnership got formed back in the early 80s. We've been working with them ever since, doing little projects here and there.
They've actually come to the table with stuff where the other mines haven't. They got involved with building the large day lodge down at the bottom of the hill, and it's become a fantastic partnership with them ever since. It's the good neighbor that you wish you had at a lot of other businesses that you worked with.
We have a job to do and a business to run, but part of that business is the partnerships. And we spend a lot of time working with our neighbors, working in the community to help them also increase their business so that we're, in the end, we're all better. The legacy that we hope will be here when we're gone is that they will look back and say, this was created in a partnership with a gold mine. We are not just here to mine gold. We are here to help create a community.
A 1,000 miles from the Black Hills, Carolina Rodriguez and her team continue to transform our former San Martin mine site into a prospering, self-sustaining local business.
La Fundación San Martín hemos desarrollado varios proyectos como ser turismo, como ser agronegocios. En el centro ecológico contamos con un hotel con 38 habitaciones. Estamos en un periodo de certificación en convertir el hotel en un hotel verde. Entonces ese es un gran logro y estamos trabajando mucho para que en el futuro este lugar sea visitado por muchas personas y ahorita estábamos inaugurando durante este fin de semana lo que es el spa termal. Este ya se hace con fines medicinales y estamos esperando captar pues muchas personas tanto de la tercera edad como personas que vengan por salud y bienestar.
Este es un ejemplo de un buen cierre de una mina, el potencial que se está dejando aquí para la sostenibilidad y el desarrollo del municipio de San Ignacio.
Con la Fundación también con el objetivo de crear lo que son más fuentes de empleo y lograr la sostenibilidad, también contamos con lo que es una finca. En la finca pues tenemos varios productos que va desde la cría de tilapia, cría y engorde de tilapia, hasta la cría y engorde de lo que son cerdos. Y en este momento estamos trabajando alrededor de 50 personas, lo que es directa e indirectamente, ¿verdad? Y esperamos llevar a un 25% más en los próximos 2 años, que vayamos teniendo, pues la idea es poder suplir todas esas necesidades de empleo en San Ignacio.
Bien es cierto, toda industria genera impactos en el medio ambiente, pero el tema es cómo mitigar esos impactos, cómo controlar esos impactos, para que posterior o al cierre de una actividad minera como esta, pues sea ejemplar y que realmente le sirva a las comunidades, que sea un orgullo para las comunidades.
Me siento muy orgullosa de haber sido parte de este equipo que inició haciendo esta transformación.